Good afternoon. We are glad you are with us today for this very special occasion. The graduates of Middle Creek High School have worked diligently for 13 years to reach this milestone. Let's honor them today for the years of hard work and dedication with our respect and utmost courtesy. To avoid distraction during the ceremony, we ask that you please turn off all cell phones and cameras. We also ask you to be courteous throughout the entire ceremony by remaining quiet and seated. We would like to ensure that each and every graduate can be honored when their name is called and respected as they cross the stage this afternoon. Please remain seated during your processional so that everyone can see. Thank you. Now, at this time, I would like to introduce to you Middle Creek High School's graduating class of 2023.
Please rise for the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good afternoon! We made it. I am beyond proud to stand in front of you today as your student body president, but more importantly, as your fellow Middle Creek Mustang. We are here today with our fellow classmates, teachers, administrators, and family members because we are being celebrated for a tremendous accomplishment. In the process of becoming leading galloping Mustangs, our high school experience has fundamentally changed the way we see ourselves in the world. We are being celebrated today for not only what we have achieved academically, but for who we have become as people. What makes Middle Creek such an exceptional place is it has taught us what it means to be a part of a community. This is a value we will take with us long after we say goodbye to high school. If you can think back to the very first week of school, we were eager freshmen, getting involved in as many things as possible as fast as we could. For me, I auditioned for a play called Charlotte's Web, and I also ran for student government. Before my first rehearsal, I found out that I lost the election for freshman class president. I was devastated. But then a funny thing happened that day. An upperclassman in the theater department who didn't know me made the biggest difference in my life. She stood with me throughout the whole rehearsal when she realized I was upset. She told me that this was just my chance to work harder and to come back stronger, and that I was resilient. Then she got me Dunkin' Donuts. This is a day I will never forget. This is when I realized that our journeys are not always going to be easy, but it is how we face our setbacks that truly defines our character. It also taught me that Middle Creek is a place where people look after each other. It is the connections that we form, like this one, that give us the strength to pursue our dreams. When the pandemic forced us online for a year, our class was resilient. We faced adversity head on and adapted. We learned from our bedrooms, sometimes forgot to go on mute when our parents were talking to us, and maybe slept through a few Google Meets. But more than anything, we realized how important relationships are. Not just with your best friend or the kid in your Spanish class who you have a huge crush on, but what it truly means to collaborate with peers, to go up to teachers and ask questions, or simply being able to say thank you when a student you don't know holds the door open for you. It made us really cherish coming back our junior year and hearing Mr. Bear wake us up each morning with a good morning when we could barely stay awake in our first period classes. I will never forget the feeling, sweating in a sea of red, anticipating what was going to happen at the lacrosse state championship our junior year. Yet I wasn't in a sea of strangers. I was surrounded by my fellow Mustangs, those who pick each other up after a bad math grade and share their fruit snacks while starving waiting for lunch. At that moment, I realized that Middle Creek was our home. Together, our senior year has been one shared peak experience after another. We started with a senior sunrise, our little kitty backpacks, cherishing the younger years and neglecting the adulting ahead. We had a pep rally full of inclusion. From homecoming to prom, we danced the night away, connecting us even more. We may have gotten a little carried away with some water fights and speedy Chick-fil-A runs, but now we're here, together for one last time, ready to forge our paths forward and become the heroes of our own stories. The Middle Creek graduating class of 2023 is diverse in thought, experience, and passions. But that's what makes us into such a strong stable. We are the class of innovative engineers, creative designers, thoughtful politicians, kind teachers, bold actors, brave first responders, and so much more. But we will embrace all of our challenges head on and lead a strong, positive impact on the world, because that's exactly what we did at Middle Creek. I know that each and every student in this room will take the wealth of knowledge from high school and bring it to our larger community. But we won't attempt to do it alone. We will create a team full of individuals who excel at what they are passionate about. We will show the world what the Mustang spirit is all about and be a stranger who is sometimes a friend without even knowing it. So now it is time to leave our strong stable. But in this next chapter, we won't have our fantastic staff holding our hand every step of the way. It is time for every leading galloping Mustang in this room to stampede forward, embrace your next challenge, and personally thank the people who made up your support system. Whether it's your best friend, your favorite teacher, administrator, coach, or director, or your parents and guardians who are bursting with pride as they watch you walk across this stage. So, Middle Creek High School graduating class of 2023, for the very last time, let's make it a great day at the Creek.
On behalf of Middle Creek High School's class of 2023, I would like to introduce the special guests at our graduation ceremony. As each is introduced, I ask them to stand and be recognized. Superintendent of the Wake County Public School System, Caddy Moore. Board of Education Chair, Lindsay Mahaffey. Board of Education Member, Lynn Edmonds. Board of Education Member, Tyler Swanson. Wake County Board of Commissioners, District 1, Commissioner Don Mile. Wake County Board of Commissioners, District 3, Commissioner Cheryl Stallings. From the WCPSS Superintendent's Leadership Team, Chief of Staff and Strategic Planning, Dr. Clinton Robinson. Southern Area Superintendent, Dr. Ashley Thompson. Northwestern Area Superintendent, Cedric Williams. In addition to our special guests, we are joined by the administration and faculty of Middle Creek High School. At this time, please stand and be recognized.
Parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, Middle Creek's soon-to-be graduates. I welcome you today and am excited to share in the commencement ceremony for Middle Creek High School. I am Lacey Peckham, principal of Middle Creek, and it is a great privilege to present to you the class of 2023. This class of students has been a joy to teach and has brought immense honor to our school. They have also continued this strong tradition of excellence that is Middle Creek's standard. Before I start with my address to the graduates, I want to begin by thanking all of the parents and family members who've supported these graduates throughout their school career. The class of 2023 experienced a unique set of unprecedented challenges in addition to the usual twists and turns. And your support was a huge part of getting them successfully to this finish line. I am grateful to you all for being the behind the scenes and front row champions of these students, and our celebration of them today is also a celebration of your efforts. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Y para las familias hispanohablantes, antes de comenzar con mi discurso para los graduados, quiero comenzar agradeciendo a todos los padres y familiares que han apoyado a estos graduados a lo largo de su viaje escolar. La clase del 2023 experimentó un conjunto único de desafíos sin precedentes, además de los giros y vueltas habituales. Y su apoyo fue una gran parte de llevarlos con éxito a esta línea de meta. Estoy agradecida con todos ustedes por ser los campeones detrás de escena y de primera fila de estos estudiantes. Y nuestra celebración de ellos hoy es también una celebración de los esfuerzos de ustedes. Muchas gracias. To all of the Mustang staff that is with us today, I want to thank you for the countless hours you've put into teaching, coaching, and guiding these students towards their highest potential. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the Wake County dignitaries and officials joining us today. Thank you all for your leadership and commitment to the students and our community, and thank you for being a part of our celebration. I would also like to recognize a special milestone for one of our distinguished guests as well this afternoon, Superintendent Moore. For those of you that may not know, Superintendent Kathy Moore will be retiring at the end of June after a long and successful career in WCPSS. She is the first Latina female superintendent in Wake County, and she's provided immense service and leadership to our district and to me personally. Fun fact, Superintendent Moore has played a huge and integral role in my educational career. Coming straight out of student teaching, Miss Moore was the principal that hired me for my first Spanish teaching job at Sanderson High School, and she conducted almost the entire interview in Spanish. When I was ready to start my administrative journey, she brought me under her team's leadership again, hiring me at Sanderson as an assistant principal intern. And after a few years as an assistant principal, who do you think hired me for my first principalship? And then my first high school principalship? Yep, Superintendent Moore. To say that she has had an immense impact on my educational career would be an understatement. So not only on behalf of the Middle Creek community, but for me personally, I would like to thank Superintendent Moore for supporting education so fiercely and being the best kind of leader and mentor. Her presence will surely be missed, but her impact will continue. Now to the class of 2023. In the remarks I share with you today, I would like to spend just a brief moment in reflection and gratitude, and then hopefully provide a little motivation as you close one chapter and look towards the next. Believe it or not, this is my 16th graduation. Now, that includes days of small group and individual graduations through COVID, but this is now my second full class graduation ceremony at the Convention Center and my fourth year of preparing remarks for MCHS graduates. It can be a real challenge every year to come up with the words you want to share with a graduating class of seniors. There are almost 400 of you, and yes, you all have this thing that we are celebrating together in this moment, this culminating finish to years of hard work and schooling and our time together at Middle Creek. But honestly, as much as I want to acknowledge the things that we all shared over the last 4 years, I also want to honor how amazing, unique, and special I think each member of this class is. And as corny as it may be, I want to say something that's impactful and that resonates with each of you as an individual, because each of you have made an impact on our school. Your individual presence and contribution has influenced the culture of our school and added to our strong stable. Whether it was through the connections you've made with friends or staff, the discussions or ideas shared in class, the lessons and learning experiences you've immersed yourselves in, or the athletic, artistic, or intellectual talents you put on display, Each of you have had an individual impact. Maybe it's weighs heavier this year because with even more time spent in the building with you than the previous 3 classes, I've gotten to know more of you. I've gotten to watch more of you pursue your clubs and activities. I've gotten to interact more with you in the hallways and classrooms, and even listened and learned more from you in one-on-one conversations and settings. And wow, you all are impressive. I've enjoyed listening to Cam, Skylar, Andrew, and Ava on the announcements, chatting with Janae at lunch, and visiting with Kaya or Chandler in the hallways. I've been proud watching Colin and James on the lacrosse field, watching Damien and Maddie on stage, and hearing Xavier play the guitar. I've been so impressed hearing Chase share thoughtful analysis in his first block class, and hearing the thoughts of Beezy, Davis, Molly, and Shreyam in my principal's advisory, and watching Allie, Wyatt, Isabella, and Marin share their Super 8 film. The list could go on and on and on. So that is how I landed here with this message for this moment, and I hope it lands with each of you. The thing that I really want to say to the individuals in the class of 2023 can be summed up in 5 words. Be open and be you. I have always wanted to be a high school principal. Not just a principal, but yes, a high school principal. And yes, some people have called me crazy. I love how there are so many opportunities in high school via classroom lessons, field trips, and extracurriculars that provide students the vehicle to explore different things and learn more about themselves and their passions. I also really enjoy teenagers. They are no longer children, but not yet adults, and being alongside them during this window of time is such a ride. It is a roller coaster, yes, but they grow so much. I get to see how they mature and how they are formalizing who they are and who they want to be. Having gotten to be part of this journey from freshman year 2020 to senior year with this particular group, I've seen these individuals learn and grow and develop into amazing and unique human beings. And my hope for each member of this class of 2023 is that you continue to be open and be you. As you move forward, you will continue to gain information, experiences, and skills. And this will hone your gut feelings, your opinions, your values, and your beliefs. And they will likely not be the same as they are in this moment. But they will be yours, and they will be what makes you you. And you are what is needed. Whether it is your next school setting or a career or even travel, continue to bring an attitude of openness and curiosity. As teachers and principals, we've gotten to see moments of this as you processed new information, as you digested a point being made by one of your classmates or teachers, as you tried something new or met someone new. As you open yourself up to new things, new ideas, new experiences, and new people moving forward, whether you enjoy it or even if you don't, you will learn a little more about who you are and refine the idea of who you want to be. These are the little steps in divining you and your uniqueness. In addition to my ask of you to be open and be you, I want to also remind you of one more thing, and it is best said through this quote by Alice Walker. The most common way people give up their power is to think that they do not have any. Today, I want to make sure that each of you walks away from this ceremony knowing that you, as an individual and a unique presence in this world, have power. Power is in your capacity to be real. Your power to do, your power to influence, your power to inspire, your power to connect, your power to create. It comes from being authentically you. So honor that power. Honor that uniqueness, that wholeness that you already have in you. There's going to be a lot of influence around you. This might make it more difficult to hear and trust who you are and what you believe, but I am urging you to be okay with trusting your internal voice. Everything that is inside you will and has prepared you for what is in front of you. Each of you is special, whole, and powerful in your own unique way, and the world needs what you are and what you will bring to it. And be on the lookout for the people who see and support you, who are trying to support your steps forward and who are there to contribute to your successes, like Superintendent Moore did for me. I hope that there are staff members here this afternoon who have done this for you already, and I know that there are loved ones here as well that will continue to do that for you as you take the next steps post-high school. Our strong stable will always be rooting you on. Senior class of 2023, I am grateful to have gotten to know each of you and to have enjoyed these high school years with you. I hope you continue to be open to learning and growing and continue to be yourselves. We can't wait to see how you unleash your unique, leading, galloping Mustang power on the world. Don't be afraid to shine. The world needs your light. Thank you. At this time, we will begin with a recognition of graduates being presented by Assistant Principal, Ms. Laura McGonigal.
In order to maintain the dignity of the ceremony and ensure that all names are heard, please save your applause until after all graduates have received their diplomas. Hudson Keen Adams. Sawyer Harrison Adams. Heather Marie Adamski. Quinn Rachel Adamson. Luis Emando Aguian Natchez. Ricardo Aguina Gonzalez. Catherine Grace Allheight. Aaliyah Maria Almond. Nicholas Alexander Alvarez. Frank Cole Insetti. Matthew Stephen Anthony. Elvin Fabian Arellano. Araceli Ariano Bustos. Amy Alexandra Arias Baralaga. Macy McGuire Armfield. Kinsey Noel Avent. Nigeria Anaya Bailey. Sophia Elizabeth Baker. Kylie Marie Bombule. Camilla Argiana Demaya Banks. Casey William Baragona. Addison Lee Barber. Ryan Stephen Barnes. Anisha Anaya Barron. Emma Marie Barros. Andre Isaiah Bass. Ava Mackenzie Bean. Olivia Claudette Bean. Stephen Caleb Bird. Alexander Austin Blackman. Charles William Boddicker. Noah Cooper Boggs. Davis Michael Bowles. Cersei Ali Bolger. Jonathan Jabril Bonilla. Maximus Carter Bora Gibson. Megan Avery Bowers. Nathan Samuel Bowman. Laurent Charles Bracy. Catherine Elizabeth Breslin. Avery Luke Brewer. Evan Walker Brierly. Bliss Hadley Briggs. Sean William Brooks. Catherine Anna Brown. Luke Jacob Brown. Braxton Lee Bruce. Derek Trey Birch. Andrew Gregory Burnham. Hope Aileen Bird. Logan Michael Colleen. James Charles Cardillo. Brandon Francis Carlson. Camden Shay Carr. Grace Olivia Carter. Emily Grace Castillo. Saklali Castro Olivio. Daphne Ryan Catherman. Sophia Aaron Catalico. Jacob Warren Chansey. Julia Nicole Chandler. Chase Marshall Chaplin. Victor Cisneros Ortega. Max Henry Cohen. Kalik Martavius Collins. Peyton Madison Comstock. Shane Michael Connaughton. Samuel Alexander Connor. Anna Melissa Cook. Dane Riker Cormel. Kaylee Maria Cornelson. Brian Evan Cox. Robert Nicholas Cox. Anye Marie Crawley. Caitlin Lauren Creighton. Alyssa Hope Dom. Bryce Hardy Dale. Sonia Ronnie Damiano. Rushin Dang. Langston Henry Davis. Marie Alexandria Davis. Olivia Lynn Davis. Owen William Davis. Itzel Daza Saavedra. May Lauren Deaton. Isaiah Quezon Descoray. Nathan Carter DeSimone. Brenna Grace Dixon. George Stratford Donnell. London Alicia Dove. Liam Murphy Drummond. Melanie Michael Dubas. Madeline Joe Doolin. Jonathan Bajorn Dunham. Madison Grace East. Christopher Wayne Edge Jr. Donna Elide. Emily Carol Elmer. Ethan Thomas Elmer. Felicia Ibab Etchie. Armani Anya Evans. Jarrett Fernaz. Ohani Ferrer Ramirez. Chandler James Billy. Caroline Elizabeth Flanagan. Caroline Marie Flanagan. Samuel Davis Fleek. Aaron Hallie Floor. Sherlyn Flores Hernandez. Elizabeth Ann Foster. Angelina Celio Freeman. Lawrence Alexander Freeman. Marin Florence Freeze. Brooklyn Jana Fuller. Jesus Galvin Lara. Ezekiel Galvez Cortez. Andrea Garcia Guerrero. Adeline Garcia Sanchez. Allison Brooke Jervis. Lucas Allen Gibson. Cooper Nicholas Gilberti, Evelyn Rose Giska, Kaylee Ella Golinsky, Isabella Maria Gonzalez, Lisbeth Gonzalez Ortiz, Dorian Gascon Alvarez, O'Brien Michael Grant, Bailey Elizabeth Gray, Dane Gabriel Greenwell, Jessica Guerrero Ariola, Skylar Aspen Maisie Hack, Isabella Ray Haddon, Isaiah Christian Hall, Spencer Thomas Hamill, Kaya Neve Hammond, Alan K. Hancock, Angelica Faith Hanahan, Clark Willis Hardy, Michael Paul Harrell II, Alexander Patrick Harrington, Ikea Dacia Harris, Madeline Inez Harris, Mariah Nicole Harris, Jabari Camille Johanse Amari Harris, Hunter Cole Harston, Russell Hamilton Hatch, Carly Morgan Heffelfinger, Benjamin Michael Hefner, Xavier Laron Heggie, Elise Pauline Hempen, Jasmine Tong Hendricks, Joshua Cameron Herman, Alexander Hernandez Galan, Paulo Arturo Hernandez Mendez, Olga Hernandez Ojeda, Andrew George Hilly, Marley Quinn Hafler, Alec Zane Honold, Brendan Roderick Hourigan, Jack Mitchell Hoyt, Patrick Sean Holtmark, Matthew Shin Ibarreta, Grace Elizabeth Jablonski, Ashlyn Elizabeth Jacobson, Alexander Jacobus, Isabella Jacobus, Tanya Marissa Harkeen Ohendis, Emily Rose Howdigi, Elijah Carl Mackay Jefferson, Ethan Hugh Jenkins, Andrew Michael Johnson, Kaylee Gabrielle Johnson, Dylan Miles Johnson, Jalik Jasen Johnson, Landon Davis Johnson, Samuel Blake Johnson, Andrew Richard Jones, Sophia Catherine Jones, Tyler Gray Jones, Ty Oliver Evans Joseph, Adam Karosh, Sean Robert Kearney, Danielle Elizabeth Kennedy, Mallory Ryan Kiger, Cameron Rose Klein, Molly Elizabeth Klump, Danielle Rose Kaler, William Carter Cole, John Aubrey Kovasala, Kate Victoria Kozak, Adam Matthew Kutcher, Ethan Kwekusa Kwabia, Tanya Labasir, Aditi Lakshmi Narayanan, Raphael Lara Meza, Lauren Eleanor LaRoche, Jacob Reeve Launderville, Ethan Patrick Lavender, Sarah Elizabeth Leach, Shannon Marie Letty, Savannah Brooks Lee, Felix Page Leggett, Blaze Camden Leonard, Thomas Christopher Lewandowski, Beatrice Catherine Lewis, Samuel Doss Lohmeyer, Pedro Ezekiel Lopez Harkin, Derlin Omar Lopez Perez, Cosette Francis Lupinski, Charles Jefferson Lytle, Leisha Maldonado Arredondo, Kristen Hope Momfelt, Abi Mamo, Robert Kincaid Matthews, Dylan Adair McConaughey, Bishop Langsam McGregor, Zachary Thomas McMillan, Ian Cho McWilliams, Ava Grayson Mears, Tatiana Medina, Aisha Punkesh Mehta, Andre David Melnikoff, Bailey Grace Miller, Gianna Annabelle Moody, Samantha Jaden Moose, Dalton Adilson Morales Hernandez, Francisco Jr. Morales Sanchez, Emily Ann Morris, Noah Lamont Morris, Autumn Rose Morrow, Tanner Duncan Molds, Georgia Ray Murphy, Michaela Joy Murray, Luis Raul Navis, Janae Armani Neal, Penelope Jane Nelson, Joshua Nyanzima, Ella Norlander, Ashland Virginia North, Chika Abdulai Wugo, Isaiah Amir O'Brien, Brendan Patrick O'Connell, Danny Daniel Alone, Deasia Fantasia O'Neill, Kylo Max Oakley, Jocelyn Oliveras Figueroa, Iab Kiran Olivier, Alexa Lee Orso, Gabriel Rosario Otero, Elijah Blue Sylvia Overcash, Kenny Andres Pacheco Entriago, Brian Painting, Stephanie Paredes, Dorismar Pastrana Santos, Camden Joseph Patel, Shreyam Narendra Patel, Samuel Colin Patrick, Lily Grace Payne, Grant Pearson, Ryan Alexander Penwell, Eileen Perez Medina, Marlon Perez Guerrero, Kirk Tappan Porter, Sebastian Javier Portuondo, Nikita Prabhakaran, Tyler Yamar Preti, Charles Cullen Price, Lauren Elaine Prilliman, Jessica Lee Reese, Emmanuel Ricardo Reyes, Ty Bence Richards, Christian Matthew Riddle, Jack Ryder Rissanen, Jalissa Rivera Martinez, Maya Olivia Robinson, Shalise Arlene Soray Robinson, Heath Wells Rogers, Lily Ann Rogers, Julia K. Roman, Serenity Lynn Roman, William Charles Rudisil, Isabella Ann Russell, Gabriela Nicole Saddlemeyer, Erica Salgado Alvarez, Andrew William Sanger, Emily Angelica Schro Luperon, Gabriel Wilson Scott, Sarah Michaela Hemberger Schaefer, Anna Claire Shekanovsky, John Parker Shanahan, Elijah Cole Savola, Nicholas Lee Skelton, Connor William Smith, Jamie Melissa D. Smith, Jenna Carolyn Smith, Madison Claire Smith, Parker Davison Smith, Riley Marie Sorrell, Robin Sidney Sosa, Jack Michael Spano, Mary Samantha Spencer, Mako James Splain, Ellen Victoria Stewart, Douglas Macon Stone, Taylor Elise Strain, Caitlin Ann Stratemeyer, Jessica Aline Strickland, Michael William Studelberg, Emily Rachel Sumner, Amoni Alexis Leek Searles, Morgan Michelle Talley, Maximilian Kai Tan, Christopher Joseph Tate, Colin Michael Thompson, Jenna Elise Thompson, Shanave Essence Thorpe, Lauren Elizabeth Timberlake, Ryan Julian Topol, Brian Jesus Torres Hernandez, Lucas Donald Tremont, Virginia Nicole Troublefield, Jonathan Wyatt Turner, Dylan Jesse Tutwiler, Aiden Thomas Van Hengel, Giovanni Juan Vasquez Perez, Ashley Brooke Vetter, Lema Wufa, Griffin Anderson Pascal Wald, Gibson Gregor Hale Walker, Mira Genevieve Carolyn Walker, Kamani Yaman Ward. Lauren Christine Ward. Mason Ryan Weber. Kareem M. Webby. Zachary Franklin Wygand. Tori Markia West. Christopher Marcel Whitaker. Savannah Grace Wick. Matthew Cool Widrick. Trey Krebs Widrick. Casey Renee Wilcox. Sarah Noel Wilkie. Chase Nicholas Williams. Jalen Anthony Williams. Emma Edmondson Willis. Alexis Ray Wilson. Damian John Mary Wilson. Jalen Isaiah Windley. Sierra Luis Woods. Henry Christopher Wright. Lydia Wren Wyatt. James Davis Wyland. Paige Amelia Wynn. Tara Christine Yakoboski. Matthew Joseph Yelnick. Camden Brooks Young. Cooper Davis Young. Wissam Muhammad Zahid. Andrew Francis Zarconi. Madeline June Zaret. Dominique Mark Zephyrin.
At this time, I would like to have the graduates stand. Class of 2023, on behalf of the state of North Carolina and the Wake County Board of Education, I declare you graduates of Middle Creek High School. You may now signify that you are official graduates of Middle Creek High School by following your class president, Heath Rogers, and turning your tassel to the left. Congratulations. Parents and guests, please wait for the recessional to finish, and then you'll meet your graduates on the other side of this stage. Mr. Newsom, the recessional, please.